All right, guys, welcome to the show. It is such a massive day today. It is draft day, and I got Tim the Bald Guy here. We got a massive episode. We're talking about 5 big, bold NFL draft with fantasy relevant predictions. We're talking bold predictions. I'm pumped. It's draft day. Tim, welcome to the show, man. Are you hyped up or what?
Brother, I went out on a limb here. I got a wild one. It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be exciting, man. And here's the thing. Tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, we are actually going live during the draft. We're going to probably be on for the first 15 to 20 picks, depending on how tired we get. Tim's going to be there. Jim's going to be there. And we got a giveaway. Tim, I'm giving away this Jayden signed helmet, authenticated here. There's a serial number. Tim, all you got to do you know what you got to do to enter to win this? Tim, it's very simple.
I do. You got to comment on this video. You got to like this video. And you got to put the ringer on. Do you call it the ringer, the bell, the dinger?
Turn on the bell.
Notifications, baby.
Yeah, ding. So it's ding, ding. Turn on the bell. Smash the thumbs up and comment. So your name is below so we know who to pick as we're randomizing this. And all you got to do is show up. 8 p.m. We're going to have fun. We're going to hang out, have a couple drinks, some soda pop, some potato chips. We're going to sit down, some chicken wings. We're going to enjoy the draft and talk fantasy impact. Tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, we are going live. So go do that. Comment below. Thumbs up. You get it. And we're going to announce the winner during the draft after 8 p.m. Eastern. Just show up live. Tim, I'm excited. Turn on that bell right now, guys, and comment below. Dude, I'm so excited, man. It is draft day. We've been waiting so long for this. Fantasy impact is at the at the edge of this thing. Dude, I'm ready to go, man. I'm pumped. You can feel it.
There's always big things that happen in the draft. We only really focus on offense. So we don't care about all these defensive players. We don't care about linemen even that go offensive line. It doesn't mean anything to us, man. Quarterbacks, wide receivers, running backs, that's where it's at. Tight ends, okay. That's all we care about. So, that's why in the first round, you never know. This one is supposed to be stacked for offensive players. A lot of them are going to go in the first round. So it should be pretty exciting. As long as we're not tired. I mean, how old are you? Are you 12? Is mommy going to put you to bed with no snack?
Well, actually, you know what? I don't mind staying for the first round. The only reason I'm saying that is that Jim was complaining about it. Jim was like, well, we might just go the first 15 picks. So I think Jim has kind of softened me up a little bit. Man, I'll go the whole first round, man, depending on how people are feeling that day.
But as long as the action's good, right? The drinks are flowing and you're happy.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're going to be entered for this Jayden. Thumbs up, bell, comment, and see you at 8 p.m. tonight. Dude, this is exciting. All right, we're talking bold predictions, guys. Grab 16 rounds as well. Pre-order right now. 16 rounds. Use code SMASH to save. I've linked it below. Grab 16 rounds and a ticket to the Fantasy Sports Summit. Combo them. And we're going to have Kyron Williams, Trey Benson there, who's going to be coming off probably in the second round of this draft. Top rookie prospect. It's going to be exciting. I'm pumped up. That's enough with the plugs. Guys, get 16 rounds. Last thing. All right, let's talk about bold predictions, man. Bold, bold, bold. Big, bad, bold predictions. Wow.
Lion mentality.
Lion roar. All right, the first one. Let me start here because I'm super pumped up. I got the energy, so I might as well rock with this. All right, here's my first bold prediction. Trey Benson, who's coming to the Fantasy Sports Summit. He's going to be at our summit, Tim. I got Trey Benson. By the way, I'm pissed off about it. So let me give you the bold prediction. I'll tell you why I'm pissed off as well. I'm pissed off. But let me tell you. So Trey Benson, here's my bold prediction. Trey Benson to the Cowboys. All right. He becomes a top running back there, gets a ton of volume, 280 attempts, 12 touchdowns on the ground, 1,400 plus yards rushing. I'd say 70 receptions and an X amount of, let's say, 3 to 5 receiving touchdowns. He becomes the workhorse and becomes a top 5 fantasy running back for fantasy football 2024. That is my bold prediction. Benson to Cowboys, top 5 running back in fantasy points. That's big. That's bad. That's bold. What do you think, Tim?
I think that is extremely bold, especially when you threw out some of those numbers. 70 receptions.
Woo. Yeah, why not? Woo,
baby, that's
let's go big. Let's go bold. He doesn't have as much wear and tear on those tires, and he's the top prospect coming out of this draft. Now there is. Let me get to that thing that pissed me off.
That's what I was going to say. Bring it.
You know me about old washed up people and committees, and it seems like it really gets under my skin when I see old guys. So there's already at the time of this recording, it was actually it was yesterday. I hear that Zeke Elliott may end up on the Cowboys. Okay, so. He's meeting with the team. He met with them yesterday. So I don't know. Maybe we recorded this and that news already broke or whatever. Maybe he's on the team. Hopefully not. But Zeke Elliott, if he gets on the Cowboys, I'm going to lose it because you got rid of him for a reason. Why do you want him back? He's washed up. He's done. But he sucks. But he's good enough to take away volume. Average, 3.5 yards per carry yesterday. Ruined Stevenson's value. 184 attempts. Just go away. Go away. They brought in Royce Freeman. Like, what are you doing, Cowboys? It's pissing me off, dude. So that's why I'm pissed.
Yeah, they've got 3 okay guys there right now. Nobody amazing. If they bring in another mouth to feed with Zeke, and then if they did grab Trey Benson, man, it's a free for all there. It'd be just crazy.
I messaged Jim about this, and he's like, yeah, I wouldn't worry about Zeke. I'm like, I am worried about Zeke because he's hoarded away 184 attempts last year from Ramondre Stevenson. So it's like, yeah, he's going to be a pest. He's going to be annoying. Even if it's 10 attempts, it's too many. Just go away. Don't be on the team. Just F off, basically.
Try somewhere new. Try somewhere different.
Yeah, like the CFL. All right. All right, let's go. Your bold prediction. So Trey Benson, that's my prediction. Hopefully ends up on the Cowboys. He might even end up on Carolina. They got like 2 picks, I think, in the second round. Let me take a look here. Now, they got Carolina's got pick 33 and 39. I'm hoping Carolina doesn't pick up Trey Benson. I really don't. The Chargers are in there at pick 37. They're looking probably at Blake Corum, but they're a disaster as well. They brought in Dobbins. Jim thinks they're going to cut either Dobbins or Gus Edwards. Dude, it's just committees everywhere. It's really gross. It's really disgusting.
I would actually like to see a good running back go to the Chargers. Like, just think of what Eckler did for them for years, right? Like, I would love to see a good running back go there, get the opportunity, and take it away. Those other guys are nothing. So if you're good, you're going to hold your own. You're going to get your piece.
All right, let's go. So Trey Benson, Cowboys top 5. That's very bold, very over the top. What's yours? What's your big, bad, bold prediction? Do you need a Lions roar here?
I don't know. I need something. Okay, give me the lion.
The magical twinkle. We're in Disneyland,
man. Like they used to do a little thing. Huh? Anyway, this is crazy. If you're a Commanders fan, you might want to grab some tissues because I'm going to make you very, very happy right now. This is speculation, and this is just a wild one, but it very well could happen. Here it is, the dream scenario. Washington takes Jayden Daniels, and then they come around in the next one with Brian Thomas Jr. They pair up this dynamic duo from college. I'm thinking Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, that happened like 1 year apart from each other, right? Where they were on LSU together. And once again, these guys are LSU. So how crazy is that? So this time you grab both guys in the same draft. And it would be even crazier, but it's never going to happen, is if they tripled it up and they grabbed Malik as well.
Wow.
Now, I'm talking like 3 top 20 picks here, so it ain't going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
But could you imagine that? Like, just basically taking the college offense, throwing it right together on one NFL team, and then just saying, we got our guys. We're gold. Let's rock this. That would be insane.
Well, we know Daniels is going to come off, with the Commanders have the second pick, so I definitely see that happening. Now, the Commanders don't have another pick in that round. Their next pick is 36, so early second round. So you're saying, and we know that Brian Thomas is going to be coming off end of first round at
I'd
the
say
latest.
Top 20, yeah.
Yeah, so they would have to basically trade, do something where they're going to get that early pick to get Brian Thomas. I don't know if they're going to do that.
But let's put it this way. The Commanders have been ass for years, right? Oh, yeah. So they need something exciting. They need something to shake it up. Just sell the farm, boys. Just give it all.
Yes.
Get these 2 guys at least, and it'd be friggin' amazing.
That would be entertaining to watch.
The hype alone will sell tickets. You know what I'm saying?
I might watch a few games. I would never watch a Commanders game unless there's fantasy relevance on an opposing team, because I have no fantasy players from the Commanders. But yeah, very interesting, bold prediction. I'm interested to see where Brian Thomas ends up as well.
I really like the looks of Jayden Daniels, man. Like, if you've looked at his numbers, he's a throwing quarterback, but he runs a ton too.
Yeah.
Last year, he ran 135 times. He was the top rusher on the team. That's 135 for 1134 and 10 touchdowns. Like, this would be so amazing to put these 2 together.
Yeah, I think Brian Thomas could end up being a Buffalo Bill. I mean, they do need a wide receiver desperately, and it's going to be interesting. Yep. All right, I got an interesting one here for you, and this one's a big, bad, bold one. Ready? The Colts, Indianapolis Colts, trade up. this is crazy, to get Marvin Harrison Jr. I mean, how crazy would that be, understanding the legacy of Marvin Harrison with the Colts, and they make a drastic move to get and acquire him and somehow take Arizona's spot, because Arizona's gunning for him with the 4th pick. So the Colts currently do have a pick, I believe, one in the 1st round, one again in the 2nd round, and another in the 3rd. They're going to have to cough up at least, I would say, the 2nd and 3rd pick at least, and give them something to get that 4th pick to get Harrison. It would be bold, but like I said, the Colts, again, the legacy with Marvin Harrison, to have his son on the team isn't completely out of the question. I would think that they might make a move here. I think it's viable. Dude.
I think it's a fantasy land, but hey, it's your fantasy. Why not let you have it, right? And what's really funny is my next guy might also be Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah. So our bold predictions are conflicting with each other. But yeah, man, the Colts trade up to get Marvin Harrison Jr. That is my bold prediction for tonight. Excited to see it. Now, Tim, why don't we go? Let's keep on with the Harrison train here and continue. Yeah. But before we do, make sure you guys join us tonight. Turn on the bell, comment. Make sure you're commenting and liking. You're automatically entered for this, but you got to show up. You got to show up for the actual live feed tonight, 8 p.m. Turn on that bell. The reason I'm asking you to turn on the bell is because I break news here. Tim's going to be on. And also, so you know when the lives are on, so you get direct access to us live. So buy Jan helmet tonight giveaway. Turn on the bell, thumbs up, and comment. And let us know, are these big bad bold predictions? Do you have a big bad bold prediction? Let us know. All right, what's yours, Tim? Let's go. Number 4.
I believe we were just talking about this guy. His name would be Marvin Harrison Jr., and I think he is an immediate impact player on the Cardinals. So I'm sorry to ruin it for you, Joe, but he is going to Arizona. He is going to finish top 5 amongst wide receivers.
Wow.
And Kyler is finally going to do something.
So let's talk about this. First of all, I spelled finishing wrong. I call the finishers as, so finished. I can't even spell today. Finsished, finished.
What?
Okay.
You just made it sound weird. Either that or I'm not catching up to your spelling.
Okay. So Cardinals take Harrison, finishes as a top 5 wide receiver. We get it, right? In fantasy. That's what your bold prediction is?
Yeah.
Okay, so we went back and looked at Kyler Murray as a quarterback and thought, is this even viable? And in 2020, it was viable with DeAndre Hopkins, a great talented receiver who was just starting to get on his tail end of his career. So he still had some juice left in him. So Hopkins became a top 4 receiver in PPR that year in 2020, had a decent solid year. So if you ask if it's viable, yes. Now, Kyler Murray sucks. Since then, done nothing. He hasn't even finished the past 3 seasons, been absolute trash. But is it viable? Because he's going to be a high draft capital, man. I see him coming off in mock drafts as early as the 2nd round, man, early 2nd round, Tim. So they're comboing him with a running back, whoever the running back is coming off at the end of round 1, the best available, whether it be if Kyron falls or, and then they're going with him as your first wide receiver 1. So to answer the question, is it viable? Yes. But Kyler has been absolute trash the past 3 years, man. Can't stay healthy. So I'm a little concerned. I'd rather see Harrison somewhere else. I'd rather see him with Justin Herbert. But it is what it is, man. And this is a bold take, finishing as a top 5.
Yeah, let's put it this way. No matter where he goes, he is definitely going to be an immediate impact player. Hopefully it's a team that is struggling for wide receiver right now, and there is a few good ones. So once again, the Bills could come into play here as well. This guy has had over 1,200 yards the last 2 years in college, man. So he is prime. He's a good size too. 6'3", 200 pounds.
He's a top receiver, and the Bills have no chance of getting him at 28 unless they move up. He's coming off as a first wide receiver, so
I hear you, but they need something big, right? Or else my Khalil Shakir is really going to come in.
Khalil Shakir.
I got to go to Vegas and play some bets here.
Yeah, exactly. So that's his bold prediction. Cardinals, that's not bold that the Cardinals take him, but finishing as a top 5 wide receiver,
especially with Kyler.
It's happened before in 2020 with Hopkins, but is it going to happen again? Probably unlikely. We'll have to see, man. Especially he's a rookie. Harrison is not Hopkins' experience, so we'll find out. All right, next one here, and I'll tell you right now, man. I'm not as high as on him right now, but I got to see where he lands. Brock Bowers, top tight end prospect coming out of this draft, finishes as the top tight end in fantasy points by the end of the year. Again, I don't even care what team he lands. I'm just doing a big bad bold prediction that he does. And again, what I've noticed is that the sheeps are all over him because of what happened with Laporta last year. I was the only one on Laporta. Laporta was ranked outside the top 20 amongst tight ends, and Brock Bowers is going to be a top 10 tight end in fantasy this year. But I'm just going to go big bad bold. And am I drafting him? I got to see where his ADP is, right? And everybody's just, again, doing what I did last year with Laporta, assuming that Brock Bowers is going to do the same thing. And I'm not necessarily thinking that he could, but I'm just for this episode for having some fun. Why not? You know, Laporta did it. Let's go with Brock Bowers, repeating that. So Brock Bowers finishes as a top overall tight end. Tim, man, I don't know, man. I'm just kind of reaching on this one, but you never know, man.
You know what catches me as really funny on this was everybody was really high on Kyle Pitts. What, like 2 years ago? He was the top tight end coming in. He was drafted high, and he pooped the bed.
Did nothing. Well, he had a decent season. It wasn't spectacular.
It was okay. It wasn't what people were expecting. And we'll go back to the fact that Atlanta was just a poop team altogether. But even still, like I just think of that and I think tight end early. God, you really got to put it out and show it, man. And I was looking at his numbers. I don't do highlight reels, guys. I friggin' hate looking at highlight reels. I want to see like a full gameplay and I want to see what they do. So honestly, I didn't waste the time, but he's a tight end. I don't care. I mean, this is one of your crazy bold takes, and you're welcome to it.
To put it in perspective, right? Kyle Pitts was the number one touted. He was like the 4th overall pick in 2021 draft. We're talking like this guy was like spectacular, like so much upside. Guess, Tim, I don't know if you've looked this up. Guess how many touchdowns he's had in the past 3 seasons combined. How many touchdowns?
I'm going to say maybe touching the double digits, like 10.
No, 6.
6 over the last 3
seasons. Yeah. So he had 1 touchdown his rookie year, 1,026 yards. Second year, 2 touchdowns, 356 yards receiving, played 10 games. And the last year, only 667 yards receiving, 3 touchdowns. And you could chalk that up to like bad quarterback play. You could kind of say that, but man.
Bad offense all around. Never mind that. That was just a poorly coached team.
Yeah, Arthur Smith is gone, and he's going to go destruct, or whatever that word is. I can't even think right now. It's late. Early, I should say. But anyway, yeah, so, I don't know, man. Brock Bowers, tons of upside. We're going to have to see. I don't think he's going to duplicate what Laporta did last year, but definitely going to be interesting to watch, to see where he lands. Something I'll be watching very closely with a keen eye, Tim. Keen eye. Yes. All right, see you guys tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Turn on the bell, subscribe, thumbs up, drop a thumbs up, drop a comment, drop a thumbs up, hit the thumbs up. I can't even talk right now. I'm just so excited, Tim. It's draft day. You get a chance to win this tonight at 8, and we're going to be doing some fantasy impact reaction talk.
Yeah, man. Right. Turn on the notifications. Meet us at 8 o'clock online. Have a drink together.
Yes. Apple juice. All right.
Yeah.
We'll talk soon, guys. Have a good one. Big, bad, bold predictions. Let's go.
See you guys.
Flip.